Good evening, good evening, good evening, and welcome to Smyrna Tonight. This is a special show we got for you tonight, and I know you're going to enjoy it as much as we're probably having fun sitting here doing it. Now, what this is our end of the year show, and we decided to just kind of sit around. We got all the guys in here sitting around. We're gonna go back over all the shows that we've done up to this point, and talk about some of the segments that we had fun doing. Some of the ones that we probably didn't have a whole lot of fun doing, and anyway, it's just kind of a recap of 1994 and what all we've done with it and the fun that we've had with it, and we certainly hope that all the people out there watching have enjoyed it up to this point. So before we get started, I always, you know how I always like to do when we get ready to start a show is say hey to all the guys in the studio tonight. Well, as we're all sitting around here so comfortably and chatting and having a good time, let's go around here real quick like, and everybody say hey. Let's start over here with Brian. Since Brian is say hey Brian.
Hello.
Brian is has been with us here for a while. Helps out doing everything. He's a good kid. I don't care what his parents say about him. Say hey Brian.
Yo.
Okay. Thank you, Brian. We got Dave here. Dave.
Hi.
Dave always helping us out as being the floor director, and he's what keeps things kind of moving, smooth and going and holding up the signs and telling me what to do next. And in addition to trying to find Dave a date, which I think we've gotten kind of lucky about that, but as a matter of fact. We'll talk about that later. Next we've got Daryl. Daryl. It's Daryl's creative mind that have brought a lot of the skits that we've done down here. And we're going to go over a bunch of those. We're going to go back and show some of those that we've enjoyed.
Some of them will not even show.
Yeah, and some of the ones Daryl's come up with, there's no way on earth we're going to be able to show those on TV now or either in a later date. And finally, we got Cameron up here. Cameron running the board. Cameron the director. Cameron holding it all together. Cameron bringing a lot of innovative ideas of himself. Yes.
The big toe.
Watch out, his head's about to explode. Cameron, take a bow. Yay! All right. Without further ado, we're going to get started here. Now, when the idea for this show came up, which was probably back in, what, Cameron, in March or something? In March or something.
Yeah. Was it over a year ago?
Almost.
Well, it was back. It was back in the first of the year.
A year ago?
Yeah.
We just decided one night that we'll just go on the air and just come up with our own idea for a show, and for lack of nothing else better to think of, we decided we'd call it Smyrna Tonight. And so we just got out there one night, said, "Hey, here's what the deal is, and here's what we're doing." And if anybody wants to call up and tell us what's going on in Smyrna or just talk to us, give us a call. And we put the old phone number out there, and people would call up. Now, what you're about to see next was the very first phone call that we got. And so let's go to that first phone call that we got. We got a call? We've already got a call? Welcome to Smyrna Tonight. Who we got?
Hi, can you please tell me a little bit more about the show? I was interested in trying to find out what was going on in Smyrna, and some of the things that I'm hearing about Smyrna are pretty negative. Yeah, you're looking surprised. Be not surprised. There's things lurking out there.
What negative things have you heard about Smyrna?
Well, some of the things that I'm hearing about Smyrna pretty much is about the, Hello?
Yes.
What's going on?
It's not here. What happened? We lost our first caller? If you're out there, call back. That was our first caller. I don't know whatever happened to that lady, and I hope the negative things that she'd heard about Smyrna proved to be untrue. Because Smyrna's a nice city.
Yeah.
Isn't that right, Daryl?
That's right.
We live and work here.
That's right. So anyway, and from that it just kind of snowballed. We kept getting other calls, and as time went on, we decided to start adding other segments to the show. One of the first we started doing involved a good friend of ours down here, Skip. Skip was our roving reporter, and
Remember the time you tried to go live with him and you couldn't get through?
that's right. One of the first Skip segments we had involved trying to get in touch with Skip, who was out at a remote location. And let's run that one. I want to see that one again.
Hello? Are we on yet?
Skip!
Yeah, Bob. I can hear you now.
What is it, your earpiece?
Yeah, I got a new earpiece here. It's top shelf. High dollar. It's supposed to work real good.
Really? What kind is it?
About 10 minutes after 9.
That's all that Bob talk.
He's doing such a
Okay.
good
Well,
job.
Bob, tell me what is your favorite skit? Skit.
Skip.
The first one was the best one. Where he blows up the grill.
Yeah.
That was the best one.
Are we on now?
We're on.
Oh, we back? Oh,
Hey, you're
okay.
back.
Now you act like Skip.
Yeah, now I'm acting like Skip.
We're back.
Come in.
How about the barbecue grill, Bob?
Oh, okay. Now my favorite, and everybody else can kind of
Best one.
bring their own ideas here. That of Skip's had
Hey,
to
let me
be.
turn the mics up.
Do what?
I'm just kidding. That's all.
Cameron, are you
Carry on.
are you over there jerking my chain again?
Got a call,
You're on, Bob.
Oh, got it. Of Skip showing how to prepare the grill for barbecuing. The first time I saw that one, I was, pardon the pun, blown away by it. If you saw it, if you was there, you know what I'm talking about. If you haven't seen this one, prepare
As
yourselves.
a matter of fact, I think he blew Smyrna up. That night.
Yes, this was beyond a doubt one of the best segments I think we'd ever put together. Would everybody agree on that?
Yeah, let's agree on that.
That was a good one.
Watch this.
Old Skip, here he comes.
Watch this.
What we want to do is we're going to put some charcoal lighter in here on this thing. And we're going to cover this thing. And one thing you got to do now is make sure that you get your charcoal covered real good with charcoal lighter, because if you don't cover it real good, it ain't gonna light. I don't care what you do, it ain't gonna light. Now always remember that you don't put too much charcoal lighter on this thing, because it could have a problem. But we're gonna make sure that we get ours all covered real good. So now that we've got this right here all covered, and we just want to make sure that it's covered good now. Remember, you got to have all of them covered or it won't light. So we're just going to make sure it's covered. I think that's good enough. I tell you what, let's do. Let's light this right here. Now, you might have to light this a couple of times in 2 or 3 spots to make it burn real good. But now, be careful now, because this could be a problem. This is one of the don'ts that you might have to do.
Oh, was that funny?
I told you. I like that segment.
No way.
I like
Good.
the way that one ended. Armageddon. Right here. Armageddon, or whatever it is, something like that. Arm and Hammer, who knows?
Arm and Hammer.
All right, listen. Now, another one that Skip did involved gun safety. And I'm going to kind of explain exactly where this goes to rather than showing the whole thing. But basically, gun safety was an issue that we decided to discuss one night, and Skip took the time to explain how kids shouldn't be playing with guns. They ought to be put up in safe places. It's just not a good idea to be playing with guns. And so what we're going to come into here is Skip, while he's in the process of explaining gun safety and how important that is. And, well, I guess things just got a little out of control. Let's see what happened.
Now, for you viewers out there, this happens to be an imported Italian pistol. It's a SILE, S-I-L-E. It was made in 1843. But the age of a pistol doesn't have anything to do with it. It'll still kill you. I mean, you're just deader than a doornail. So,
speaking of which, Skip, be careful how you handle that gun 'cause it might go off.
This thing, it's 150 years old. We don't know if it works, but it might. This is a 44. Now, Mike, there ain't no bullets in this gun.
Okay. All right. So once again, Skip proved that it's just not a good idea to play with guns, as it was so obvious. Listen, we're gonna take a commercial break right now. When we come back, we've got more clips we're gonna show you, and I think we're gonna come back with some of our highlights from the nude meteorologist. So stay tuned.
Yeah.
We're coming right back.
Ever seen a grown man naked?
Ever seen a grown man naked?
CNN and CNN Headline News, two different networks for news. On CNN, you get live, in-depth reports of breaking news, while Headline News gives you a concise overview of the day's major events. On CNN, you also get programs like Larry King Live and Sports Tonight, while Headline News updates business, sports, and entertainment news every 30 minutes. Two different channels, two sources for news, CNN and CNN Headline News.
Ever have this happen to you? Scratching up that new paint job, those unwanted car keys, or getting up to turn the TV and the knob just falls off, making you mad? Not anymore. Introducing the Alabama Trunk Key. That's right, for just $2.95 plus $4 shipping and handling, you too can have this unique tool that fits most any car. It's not a slicer, it's not a dicer. It also opens up home doors and windows. Just stick the key in and presto, you're inside. And also for the first 100 callers, that's right, for $14.99 value, we'll give you absolutely free this TV changer. That's right, the next time you go up and the knob just falls off, just turn around, reach around and get the TV changer, and presto, you're in business. Turn those channels the way you want to see them, and look at those channels go. And also, as an extra bonus, we'll also include the $19.95 value Alabama chainsaw. And if you act right now, we'll also throw in the $23.95 value glass cutter. That's right, also manufactured in Mobile, Alabama, so that you can say it's okay. Here's how you order. Order now at this number, 1-800-555-1212. Again, that number is 1-800-555-1212. Again, that number is 1-800-555-1212. Sorry, no CODs or credit cards accepted, but we do accept food stamps and VIC vouchers.
What are your names?
His is Beavis.
They're stupid.
Pull my finger.
No. They're vulgar.
The family jewels are secure. Whoop, there's my butt.
Catch Highland High Students of the Year, Beavis and Butthead, evenings on MTV. Plug in.
We're fair, dude.
Yeah.
Where?
Man, I wish both of you was down here tonight with us, because we sure are having a lot of fun here tonight. Oh yeah, all two of you out there. Both of us. We would like to know at some point in time exactly how many people are out there actually watching this show. Now we know of actually at least 3 people. We know of 3 people for sure because they've come down to the studio. They wanted to come down. Remember?
Yeah.
Remember?
I went out to a service call.
came down and wanted to see what went on down here.
And these are people that actually work for ESPN and CNN, so these are other people in the same type of business that we're in.
That's right.
So.
You know what the difference is?
And so.
But yeah, they're getting paid for what they do. Hey, you know that brings up a good point. You know, of all the phone calls that we've taken down here, I would say 99.9% of the calls we got were always good calls from good people having a good time. But there's that 0.1% out there that we've gotten calls from who
can't take a joke.
Could not take a joke, didn't understand what the purpose of the show was. Of course, we're still trying to figure
out what the
that
purpose of the show is.
Or just didn't get it. Just didn't get it and wanted to call up to voice their complaint. Well, we're sorry we can't please everybody.
Because we
try.
We try though. But anyway,
meteorologist.
Getting back to another one of our popular segments that we enjoy doing.
Yeah.
Cameron came up with an idea for being a meteorologist, but not just any meteorologist. Well, that's a hard word to say.
Cameron likes to get naked.
Cameron likes to get naked.
Perhaps you may want to let Cameron explain how the nude meteorologist actually.
Cameron,
well,
exactly how?
Maybe you don't.
That takes so long to do.
There's all that nudist colonies.
How did that come about?
I was walking around naked in the studio one day.
Well, he was in those
and he
nudist
said, "Hey, how's the weather?"
Florida, wasn't he?
And it just clicked. So, from that brilliant idea,
That's not exactly how
Cameron came up with the idea for the nude meteorologist. That plus the fact that we had a little thing over here we could do sort of the same thing like the big TV stations do, and we decided to play around with it. Well, anyway, here's the first nude meteorologist segment that we did. Take it away, Cameron.
Here he is, he's back. He's nice, he's notorious, and my God, he's naked. It's Cameron, the nude meteorologist.
Hello, viewers. I'm Cameron, your nude meteorologist. Well, we made it to through the rainy seasons of July, and it's probably about the worst rainy season we've had about 500 years now. But some good things came out of that month. We've got 2 new lakes in Georgia. We've got Lake Macon. We've got Lake Albany. Great fishing down there, and fish right from your house. Matter of fact, we've got a couple of beachfront properties down there that I think they're selling out. And but the bad thing that's come out of this is that all this rain that has fallen in the month of July it's all going to start coming back up, and the humidity. Well, anyway, like I was saying, all this rain that has fallen in the month of July, it's because of that we're going to get a lot of bad humidity, because all that rain that's falling is going to come back up now and cause a lot of humidity. And of course the mosquitoes are going to get really bad too because of all the rain that we have. So our summer's not going to last all that long because of this rain. We had a nice cool summer here, so it'll be kind of short and but hot, and we'll get into the winter time later on. Okay, well, enough about our weather. Let's go look at the map and see what's in store for the rest of the country. Okay, here we go. Basically, we're gonna have pretty weather all the way across this.
We're coming back.
Yeah.
Now, Cameron.
Yes.
Remember.
That's not a flashlight.
Well, there went that one.
Your wife's going to be missing that thing tonight.
Ooh. Okay. Anyway.
Cameron, you remember the nude meteorologist that we did?
Yeah.
With lightning safety?
Mm-hmm.
That to me was one of the best ones that we did.
Yeah, but I had to go to the hospital after that.
Well, you were burned pretty bad.
Yeah, I was burned really bad. We was up there and we're out there in that field, and the lightning struck me. It's pretty bad. I'll never forget it.
For those of us out in the studio audience who missed that segment, let's show them exactly what it was we're talking about.
That blistering fun.
Man, that was a bad day that day.
It hurt.
God, burning flesh.
because we're not going to be doing this very long. But like I said, this is not a very safe place to be. We're behind a tree here. That attracts lightning. Not having any clothes on, that will attract lightning. Luckily, I got some tennis shoes on, so that might help us. Wow, did you see that? That was close. Let's go to the 5-day weather forecast. Okay, now for that 5-day weather forecast, let's take a look at Friday. Let's take a look at Friday and Saturday. They're both going to be a beautiful. Oh, all right, you're on, Bob.
All right.
You're on.
I like that one, Cameron.
Yeah.
I like that one. I'm glad to see you recuperated from the burns.
I'm fine now. Yeah.
Okay.
All right, Brian.
Poor old Brian, he's always
Brian.
Brian's always back in the back of the room back there. Has to stand up.
Have to stand up, and Bob gets his little chair. But I guess
that's right.
When I turn 60, I'm gonna want a chair.
That's called seniority. Respect for your elders.
We had videos on the show too that people like to see from time to time, didn't we?
Which one was that?
No.
Which one was that, Daryl?
There's a lot of videos I put together.
Well, now some of the videos that Daryl put together, we
some
would.
got aired accidentally.
Yeah, some of them got aired accidentally, and it's a wonder we're sitting right here where we are. But one of the things that we started doing that seemed to be the most, well, I won't say the most popular, but it's probably gets the most reaction from the people that watch, is our trivia segment. And that's where we ask trivia questions and then and then try and get people to answer the trivia questions. People are always calling. Remember, the phone starts ringing off the hook before I even get the first question out.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Always got a phone call.
Phone
call, Bob.
So we went back and pulled some of the some of the best calls that we got together during the course of playing trivia, and we're gonna run those for you now, just to kind of show you. Maybe some of y'all out there watching might have been one of the ones that called. I'd be willing to bet they are. Let's see what this one looks like, Cameron. Did you see that? Sir.
The answer is Jack Benny.
Jack Benny. All right. Who followed Neil Armstrong to the moon?
Give him an answer, ask another question.
Buzz Aldrin.
Give him another question.
You still there?
Oh.
He hung up.
He hung up. Why'd you hang up?
Don't hang up now. I was going to give you another question. Good evening.
Good evening.
How many feet make a mile?
5,280.
Bingo. Bingo. Bingo.
What can Earthlings see every 76 years?
And it says here, I quote, "Come dressed in your dancing shoes, and light hors d'oeuvres will be served."
That's hors d'oeuvres, Bob.
Thank you. Whatever it is, it's light and it's going to be served.
Are we there yet? We're there yet?
We're there yet. Back. We're back.
Let's go down.
Let's do the wave. Everybody do the wave.
Yay!
Okay. So much for the wave. All right. Moving right along.
Where is this going?
One of the things we always like to try and start every show off with. Look at that. There's a French fry Brian didn't eat. He'll be over here grabbing that in a minute.
Where?
Over here on the floor.
French fries.
You want it, Daryl? We always start our shows with what's commonly referred to as a teaser.
That's what the women do to Dave.
Yeah, teasers, and it's just a little kind of like an intro to the shows that we always start off doing. So here's just a couple of the teasers that we've done
put together
over the course of the shows. Not all of them, but some of the ones that we thought were kind of interesting. So let's go to the teaser segment. Teaser.
There is that black
Teaser. What are you looking at? Stand there smiling like a fool. Come over here and help me. You can't find good help anymore.
You ever had one of those days where you just felt like you didn't have your head screwed on right? I think I'm having one of those days. So we're going to take a little break and see if I can't get it back together. Stay tuned. We'll be right back. You know, I've had this problem lately. Every time I get out of the shower, my girlfriend's in there. She always starts pointing and laughing. And I couldn't understand why. So I decided it was time to go to the doctor and find out what she was laughing about. Well, I went to the doctor, and here's what he had to say.
There's no medical precedent for what's happening to you. I simply know that you're getting smaller.
The doctor gets off on saying that about me. But stay tuned. We're going to get this whole thing straightened out.
Now you see it. Now you don't. Stealth technology. It will make an airplane all but invisible to radar. So if you want a career in tomorrow's technology, take a close look at the Air Force, because sometimes the biggest opportunities are the hardest to see. Aim high, Air Force.
Hey, woo! All right. I enjoyed that segment. My own personal
we did
favorite.
too, Bob.
Yeah.
Now,
What segment?
Yeah.
the one we couldn't air. Now, one of our good friends who's come down and helped us out with the show and put some segments together for us, and she's worked down here at the studio too. A lovely, lovely lady,
Name.
Gina Woodham.
Yeah.
Yes. How can we forget that? And we listen.
That was a little segment she did.
Yeah.
Just in case your viewers out there didn't know what that was about.
That's right. That's right. But listen, we love Gina to death, and we've got a couple of segments here that she was helping us out on the show with. So let's go to that and show the lovely Gina Woodham. Gina Woodham.
Show the good times, Sally.
Who's joined us again tonight? Gina Woodham. Say hey, Gina.
It's Woodham.
Woodham. I did say Woodham. Didn't I? Did I say? What did I say?
I thought you said Wooden.
Wooden. Gina Woodham.
Anyway, maybe it has something to do with.
No. We'll talk about that later. Of course, I didn't know the answer to it. All right, we've got a little segment we're going to do right now in response to some other callers that said, why don't y'all ever tell us what the weather's going to be? Maybe we want to know what's going on outside. So we're going to do a little weather report right now.
We could always just tell people sunny in the morning and rainy in the afternoon. That seems like a typical report lately.
Anyway.
No? Good guess, don't you think?
Okay, Gina. Calm down now. Okay.
Oh, we're back on now.
How about?
Okay, so all right, so we got Gina. Let me think. We got.
Hey, we're back on. Bob, you're on.
Oh,
We're not
Oh,
on.
am I?
We're not on.
Oh, I'm just sitting here trying to remember some of the things we did.
Gina had some pretty
He's
good
talking about
comments on the
Gina.
show.
She did. She did.
Yeah, she had. There was
She
that
had one or two at least.
There was that one comment that she
Who's
made
dead?
that was really good, and we'll never forget it.
Which one was that?
The implant.
All righty. Hey, what's going on out there tonight in Smyrna?
This is great.
Appreciate it.
Bye-bye.
Well, I'm not a Smyrna native. I'm an implant, but I like it here. Does that count for something?
Wait a minute. Okay, what's the next question, Gina? Hey, no, don't go making fun of farm animals.
Okay.
Yeah.
He was at
She'll
I
be
seen
back.
you up at the Smyrna Hospital. You're up there walking around that little pen.
Yeah.
He was trying to figure out a way to get in.
Oh, did they have one of those live nativities?
Yeah, live.
They did?
They
I
got
didn't know about that.
still there.
Still
Oh.
there.
Yeah. I think I saw
You
you
were there.
behind one of those.
You were there. You were the one in the trench coat and the
Hey, listen. Speaking of South Cobb Drive.
I was thinking about something.
Oh, okay.
Who brought that up?
Cameron?
We eat a lot around here.
Cameron, you remember that segment we did where we went out and hit some of the fast food establishments up and down South Cobb Drive one night?
Some went well.
Some didn't go too well.
What,
But
did we catch y'all?
No, they were.
Oh,
We're too fast.
Yeah.
we're not talking about Rob.
We were one burger ahead of them, weren't we? We went out there and drove up and down South Cobb Drive, went to a couple of the fast food places, talking to the good employees there, and so we put a little piece together about it, and let's show them what happened that night as we.
We'll see you at
the window. See you at the window. That will be all for me tonight. Shall I drive around? I'll see you at the window. She'll see us at the window.
We will see her at the window.
We will see her at the window. She don't know what she's about to see. Oops. I want to win a minute. Ready for this?
It's $4.90.
$4.90. What? And what's your name?
Stacy.
Stacy. Stacy. We're with Smyrna Tonight.
Oh.
And we want to know what's going on in Smyrna tonight.
It's raining. It's like the weather's problems and it's cold.
Tracy, what's it like to be on video?
I know.
You're on video. All right, it's live TV now.
Come on over here. We want to know what's going on in Smyrna tonight.
Absolutely nothing.
Nothing? Fine. We got one question. What's going on in Smyrna tonight?
Not a whole lot.
We're with Smyrna Cable TV. And we want to know what's going on in Smyrna tonight.
Oh, rain.
Hey, everybody out there. Hey, everybody out there. Come over there with us. Come over there. What's going on in Smyrna tonight?
Nothing much. It's been raining.
This is Christy, by the way.
Am I going to be on TV, really?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Well, it's pretty bad out tonight. As you can tell, there's not a whole lot going on. But we find ourselves back once again at the Chick-fil-A. I wonder if they'll remember us from the last time we was here. Hey, check this. Hey, what's going on up here in front of us?
Chick-fil-A, may I take your order, please?
Yes, I'd like a sandwich and a lemonade.
Excuse me, sir?
A number 2.
Yeah, sir?
That's it.
What do you drink with that, sir?
A lemonade.
So your total is $4.19 and we'll see you at the window.
They'll see us at the window.
In 5,
4, 3, 2, 1. Man. Whoa! Look out! Here comes Space Dude.
And you go.
And you go. Jimmy, are you in there?
Jimmy, we're in there. Where's my cigarette?
Jimmy!
Jimmy's in the big one.
Look at that. You tell me that in some high-tech special effects if there ever was one. That's one of the spaceships used in Daryl's latest project, Space Dude. Space Dude. And check out this. Here's the mothership.
At control, this is Captain Space Dude. We're clear and we're in the pocket. Next contact.
Last week we joined Space Dude. It was the year 2035. His mission to go to galaxies where no man has gone before.
Roger, Space Dude. Over out.
In the process of his mission, the ship begins to break up. Some intergalactic interference. Jimmy's screaming for help. No one can figure out why the ship is acting up. Well, now stay tuned for the exciting conclusion of Space Dude.
She's breaking up!
Identify yourself. Oh, yeah? Who the heck are you anyway? Look, I'll give you an identification. Identify this, all right? Identify this, you little son of a... You and your planet will cease forever. Oh, yeah? Well, get a haircut, you little punk. I'll show you. Nobody messes with space, dude. Uh-oh. We're hit. Port side. Deflector's offline. I got something for you. I got something for you. Okay. You want to play rough, huh? Take this. Whoa, talk about going out with a bang. All right. Let's see if we can get base. We got some damage here. Base, this is Captain Space Dude. Come in, base one. Base one, this is Captain Space Dude. I'm not getting nothing. I think Earth's got to be in danger. I'm going to have to get back there and warn somebody. Jimmy, I need power. I need speed. I need speed now. Captain's log, first entry. Space dock cannot be reached under normal communications. I don't know what's going on there. Jimmy, engineering, unaccounted for. Rest of the crew, I can't seem to communicate with them at all. The place is falling apart. I'm hurtling to Earth as quick as I possibly can to warn them of the impending danger by these Yugo-type Hitler Youth haircut-wearing individuals. I'm entering the gravitational pull now. Attention, people of Smyrna! You with the hat, this is Captain Space Dude. There's gonna be Yugos all over the place, and you know that's not gonna be pretty. Run for cover. Put your hat back on, sir, and get in your car. I'm telling you, Yugos, it's bad color, everything. Bad haircuts. You know what I'm talking about? I gotta move on. To be continued. Stay tuned next week to answer the following questions. What happened to Jimmy? What's wrong with Space Dock 1? And will Space Dude be able to warn Smyrna in time? Stay tuned for Space Dude!
All right.
I got a bad walk.
Now, one of the things that we do down here at Smyrna Cable is twice a month on Monday nights, we go over to the Smyrna City Council meetings, and yeah, sometimes the meetings are held over at other places other than City Council, and we do live broadcasts from the Smyrna City Council meetings.
Live.
And we've been doing that for a long time, and we kept thinking, said, you know, there's a segment over here if we really put our minds to it. And so
but see,
we
it
suddenly
gets late for us sometimes. It really gets late, you know.
yes. Sometimes it gets real late, and so we decided. We said, you know, we were just going to not make fun, but in the spirit of
making fun.
Yeah, we decided we was going to make fun of one of the councilmen over here, and it just so happened to be Mr. Wade Lineker. Yeah. Now Wade,
we like Wade.
You're a good sport, because after we went and put this little piece together, we said, Wade, we want to show you this, and Wade really thought it was funny. Well, at least he said he did.
He said he did. Yeah.
Of course, we didn't get approved for that new camera equipment. None of that.
No. And I notice now, though, every time we go over there, he spends more time talking. I wonder if he's trying to get back at us. No, we're just kidding. But anyway, Wade, one of the councilmen over there, we decided to direct this towards him. And so we're going to show you the fun that we had over at the Smyrna City Council meeting.
Okay, you want me to fade out? Fade out?
Yeah, let's all just kind of fade away.
Fade
away.
The
Chief. Anything else? When I was meeting with a neighborhood last Tuesday night and talked about the city's apartment moratorium and kind of where we stood vis-a-vis Cobb County, got home and had a message from Commissioner Joe Lee Thompson telling me that in their commission meeting last Tuesday night, they voted unanimously, the Cobb board did, to put a freeze on apartment rezonings until May 1st of next year. I think that's great. I applaud Commissioner Thompson for kind of leading that charge at the county. I think the county, in doing a joint study with the city, found a lot of the same kinds of things that we did and the effects of apartments and the densities that we have here in Smyrna on our community. I know sitting in the audience is Ann Kirk, and Ann, as part of our work, drafted some work that we used and forwarded on to Cobb County, including their study as well. But I really appreciate the county working with us on that and taking the time to look and study the problem and convince themselves that, in fact, they needed to sit back and take a look at that and do some planning and take into account the effects of the density of population that we're getting now. So thank you, Cobb County Commission. Finally, one other thing, I just have to express my disappointment that Smyrnans won't get to go right down the street, right down Spring Road to 41 and see the Olympics. That's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to have the Olympics, not in Smyrna, but right in our front door. For all the things that the Atlantic Committee for the Olympic Games and Cobb County Commission had to agree on and could agree on, for the life of me, I can't understand why they chose to disagree and why the Olympics would, in 1936, go to Nazi Berlin and why the Olympics in 1980 would go to Communist Moscow, why in 1994 or 1996 they won't come to Cobb County to me. And the losers will be the citizens of Smyrna who could practically walk there. So regardless of anybody's feelings about the issues, I just remain deeply disappointed that that's come to pass. With that, I yield.
Here we go.
Woo!
Oh, yeah.
Man.
Good away.
Yes, sir. We had a lot of fun over at the Smyrna City Council meeting. Just like we do every time we go over here. Isn't that right, Brian?
That's right, Brian.
Poor old Brian, he's always...
Brian.
Brian's always back in the back of the room back there, has to stand up.
Have to stand up, and Bob gets his little chair.
He went to the restroom.
Oh, did he? Well, I guess that means we won't see him for an hour.
Hope everything comes out all right.
Yeah, I'm sure.
He's got an intestinal problem.
Was that it? He's got one of those 24-hour bugs or something.
So what's the plan for the future?
The plan, that's a good point that I was going to bring up with all our viewers out there. Starting 1995, we're thinking about really doing something different here. Let me explain some of the things we're going to do. And it's gonna involve you, the viewers. You've got to help us out with this now. You've got to help us out with this. First thing, we want to come up with a new name for the show. We've really tired of Smyrna Tonight.
Not the show.
Not the show, just the name. We found that 99% of the people that we talk to when we say, "What's going on in Smyrna Tonight?" Nothing's going on in Smyrna Tonight. That's not a dig at Smyrna. It's just that the name just doesn't fit what we're trying to do here. So what we want you to do is to write us with your idea or call us. We don't care. Call us. If you've got an idea for a new name for this show, and we're going to take all the suggestions that we get and be sure and put your name and address on them. And if we pick,
That was rude.
what'd he do? If we pick your name to be the new name of our show, you'll get, drum roll.
Drum roll, please.
Drum roll.
1 month's worth of free HBO.
Home box office.
Boy.
Paid subscriber.
Must be a paying subscriber. But so anyway, so come up. If you've got suggestions, write them down and send them to the address that's going to show up here at the end of the show, or call us up down here at the old 433-9999 and let us know what you think a good name for our show would be. Again, we're wanting to get away from Smyrna Tonight and and come up with something a little more generic. The other thing is we would like for y'all to, if you've got a home movie, video, something that you've done with your camcorder or whatever that you think might be interesting down here, send it to us, and we're gonna start putting these together, and say like once a week or so, we're gonna show 2 or 3 of them, and then have viewers call in and give their opinions of them, and the ones that the viewers like the most, well, for that person that sent the video in, they're gonna get 1 month's worth of free HBO.
Watch me, please.
Must be a paid subscriber.
Must be a paid subscriber. That's right. No, any of you pirates out there, just might as well forget it.
Yeah.
So that's the 2 things we need y'all to help us out with. Come up with a new name. Help us come up with a new name for the show. And if you've got some video clips that you think might be interesting to see down here, got to be kind of short in length. What do you think, about 2 or 3 minutes or something?
Usually try to limit about 2 to 3 minutes.
Right, 2 to 3 minutes. Nothing's going to go on, for 20 or 30. Send it down here to us in a non-returnable
Form.
Yeah, make sure that this is a tape we can keep.
Do not send us the original. Send us a copy.
Yes. If you can't get a copy, bring it down here and we'll make a copy.
And all tapes will be previewed.
Yes, that's right.
No vulgar, inappropriate.
That's right. Just don't, remember, this is a family show.
No farm animals, Bob.
Oh, really? Well, there goes my first entry. So anyway, that about brings us up to where we are now.
It's been fun.
It has been. It has been.
It's really flew by, hasn't it?
It has. It's hard to believe. It's hard to believe that we've been here doing this as long as we have. That we haven't gone to jail or are being kicked off the air for some of the things that we've done.
Still here.
But we got another year.
That's right. We've got a new year, and we want
for next year.
and we want y'all to help us out with it, because it's we don't just sit here and do this for our own little entertainment. We don't, do we?
Bird.
We do this hoping that you out there enjoy it too, because if you don't, what's sense of us being here? And if we aren't here, you know what's going to be on, don't you? Another talk show.
Oh my!
Whoa! Boring. So it's up to you. What do you want? Top flight entertainment like you're getting right now?
Right.
Or another boring talk show? It's your choice.
Do it today. You'll feel better for it tomorrow.
Hey, listen. We've enjoyed it. We've had a lot of fun.
Good year.
Have a happy new year. Drive careful. We'll see you next year.
Don't drink and drive.
Yeah.
You might hit a bum spigot drink.
Don't act like Daryl. We'll see you back in 1995.
See ya.
Be good. Hey. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to everybody in the studio. Everybody have a good Merry Christmas. Safe one. We'll talk to y'all later. Santa, wake up. Man, you got to get it together. Out of here. Good night.